So truck accidents are generally the same as any other traffic accident, except with truck accidents, usually your injuries are catastrophic. It's very rare that people walk away from a truck accident and they haven't been significantly hurt. One of the things that people have to understand is that there is verdict after verdict where people have gone to court and lost rear-ender truck accidents, and a lot of people are like, why? How can that be? And that's the reason, and the reason is there's hidden defendants in truck accident cases. Most trucking companies contract out a large number of the work that they'd have to do and the maintenance that they do on their trucks. And what we're afraid of and what we see happen in cases is a person waits until right at the end and they start their lawsuit and they sue the trucking company only to later to find out that it was in fact the maintenance company that caused the accident. So the important thing with the trucking case is to investigate it early, investigate it thoroughly, and make sure that you know exactly why the accident happened. I guarantee you one thing, the trucking company in your case has hired a lawyer and he's already starting to collect evidence in this case, and you need to do the same. They do that for a reason, and that's just because these cases need to be worked up right away. If you've been injured in a trucking accident, you should know that the insurance company or the company that you have a potential claim against, they've hired a team of people that are getting ready to defend this case. They're collecting evidence, they're going to take photographs, and they're going to try to skew everything they can in their favor. And I'll give you an example of one thing that insurance companies do that just irks me in every case. They take photographs of the property damage. Well, if you go out and you take a good clean photograph in good light and you get down with your camera and you get right behind the property damage and you click that camera, you're going to get a great picture that will show the damage. At the same time, if you put the car in a little bit dimmer of light, you take it at a little bit of a funny angle, you can decrease the way that that damage looks at it. The insurance company, the trucking company, with every piece of evidence is doing that right now. They'll interview a witness, they'll write a witness statement, and they'll write it in a way that sounds a little bit better for them. And then 2 years later, when you're in court and the witness comes in and they say, well, I don't really have a good memory of what happened. The trucking company is going to hand them that statement and say, well, we took a statement from you 2 years ago. Is this accurate? And the person's not going to remember, and they're going to say yes. So it's not lying, but it's skewed a little bit in their favor. And the trucking cases, the lawyers that are working for them right now, they're trying to do that, or they're attempting to do that with every piece of evidence that they have. So what you need is you need a lawyer that will get out right away, hire investigators, take pictures, take video, interview witnesses, try to get the driver and a statement from him, and start helping you right away. I'll give you an example. We have a case, Blaze Peck, and he was a young man, about 8 years old, that was struck in the crosswalk by a commercial garbage truck. And we got involved in the case right away. And surprisingly enough, the driver in this case went to traffic court and tried to fight his case. And we showed up, and we were the only lawyers there in the civil action that showed up. And we were able to hire a court reporter to take down his testimony at the trial. And the best part about that was the judge, the trial judge, the traffic judge at the end of the case just buried this guy. I mean, really laid into him as to why the accident happened, made one of the best arguments in terms of establishing liability, and we had our court reporter there and she was taking it all down word for word. And that case resolved without us having to start a lawsuit. And one of the main reasons that case resolved is we were able to go to the insurance company and say, look, a judge has already looked at liability in this case, and look at what the judge found. Read his words, and let's see if we can get this case resolved right away.